a blood-soaked land of pain and suffering to many young men. Villages and homes destroyed by the devastation brought on by the Northmen. But one kingdom stood together in defiance, led by one man, leading fearless men into glorious combat. With unwavering courage and steel of fire, the defeats of the past were broken. Now united, we are England. Guys, that has filled me with all kinds of emotions and pride. Honestly, God save England. I need to sit down. Wow, yeah. We should have shown that to the Cornish and the Welsh at the beginning and saved ourselves all the wars, guys. We really should have. So, update on recent events as usual. Yes, we are now the mighty Kingdom of England. God save the King, of course. All those who oppose English rule will be banished to Scandinavia, where you'll have to live in a poorly built hut made out of cow dung, eat tree bark and drink other people's piss all day. Yeah. We also went round Wales and smashed up the place. Yes, we smashed up the place while they were all sat at home sewing patches into their dung-stained trousers. So we might have also accidentally killed, on purpose, one of their noble lords while he tried to run off into the forest. Whoopsie daisy. Cornwall have also accepted that they are better off under our rule, other than the pig-faced Dumnath. Of course, nobody wants to be under his rule. All except these guys. Yes, these guys. Now, they haven't really realised we won the war months ago and continue to try and raise an army consisting of elderly men with pointy sticks. Other great news too, the Vikings have decided that they hate themselves and prefer to fight each other than risk losing body parts fighting the mighty English. All hail the king. And as well, some other good news, Alfred has decided, yes, of course he has, Alfred has decided that he is learning military tactics now. All hail Alfred. I told you he was majestic, guys. So there we go. That is awfully pleasant of Alfred. Well done, Alfred. He's currently unlocked quite a couple of things, because of course Alfred's a talented young man. He's not that young anymore, but yes, okay, whatever. He's a talented middle-aged man. He is, of course, chivalry focus, of course. So he's got a couple of things down here. Knight effectiveness, of course. And yeah, just all round good learning so far. Well done, Alfred. Keep up the good work, sir. Of course you will. So, of course, we have got such a lot to do, as we have only just created our beautiful Kingdom of England. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, first things we're going to do is, of course, we want to see if we can get our good friend Berkrud as a vassal here. Now, he's going to accept normal obligations. Feudal obligations are basically, you pay us taxes, you give us levies, because we are king. That is basically it. Now, because Berkrud absolutely loves us, he shouldn't have a problem with this. That is absolutely wonderful. One thing we have noticed as well, he only has one son, which is perfect. It means his kingdom's not going to get split up into little pieces, and we're going to end up struggling. So that is absolutely wonderful. We are going to pop over and just have a quick speak. Apparently his son is called Bjornred. Now, he seems like a really pleasant guy. He's an intelligent man. He's a strong man. He's great at diplomacy. An all-round pleasant guy from what we can tell. So that is absolutely perfect. Now, what we're also going to do here is Berkrud, because Berkrud is our dear friend, and we absolutely love Berkrud. Obviously, we need to send the letter. We've sent a letter saying, look, Berkrud, would you like to be our friend? Would you like to be our vassal, and we'll look after you? He has now replied. We can definitely tell, yes, it is a letter from Berkrud, and he has accepted our gracious offer of vassalization. Excellent. You are now part of England, sir. Wonderful. Now, what we're going to do is a quick thank you, of course. Oh, okay. Berkrud has decided that he doesn't really like us that much anymore, but that's no problem. We can fix this. What we're going to do is we're going to quickly grant a title to him. Of course, we want him to have this title. Now, we can see that Burkrud here is already at his domain limit, so by granting him this, that means it'll push him over by 1. It's not our problem. I'm sure Burkrud can deal with it himself. He'll either hand it out or what have you. It's up to Burkrud. However, that is yours, Burkrud. And now, Mercia is looking an awful lot better. Of course it is. Loads better. Now, with that being said, we still have this place. Yes, Lindsay. We still have Lindsay. Now, of course, Lindsay. Yes, okay. I was going to say you were very unfortunate there, sir, if you don't have a liege, because we will destroy you. However, he does have a liege, and it is, of course, Siggy. Now, Siggy looks like he's probably out sailing at the moment. Please drown. Please drown. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, everything will be terrible for you out there, sir. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. So, that's Burkrud sorted. Wonderful. What else do we need to do? Well, of course, we need to have a look at this. Now, one of the main problems here is we don't have enough money to actually create this title. Yes, I know. And normally we would go to the Bank of the Pope. But however, the Bank of the Pope has only just given us some money. So we can't really go back and ask him. Damn shame, we know. As soon as we're able to get East Anglia here and we're able to create the actual title, then we will give it to, of course, our good friend Enrith here. Enrith, of course, is an intelligent man. He is soaked. Okay. Apparently, he spilt drink all over himself, and he's wet. That is taking quite a long time to dry. Enrith, probably go outside in the sun for a bit, sir. That is probably my suggestion as King of England. So, as you can see, England now. Oh, she's beautiful. Isn't she beautiful? She is starting to look an awful lot more impressive now. This is absolutely wonderful. We also have a couple of other petty kingdoms. So the Duke, as you can see here, Burkrud is a Duke. He's our Duke, our beloved Duke. And Enrith here, he will be Duke Enrith as soon as we're able to. And once we're able to, we're going to make Osric here a Duke as well, because we love Osric. So he will be made a Duke, and thank you for the banners, sir. We really appreciate them. We haven't put them up yet, Osric, but rest assured we will do, sir. Please don't look too angry. We will put them up. So that's absolutely wonderful. We also have the petty kingdom of Hewis here. Now, we're not really too sure who we're going to pass this to. Probably this guy, although we're not 100% sure. Apparently, he's got some form of herpes on his face. That is very, very disturbing. How old? You are a very weird, sick man, sir, because your wife is only 15 years old and you have face herpes. It's not herpes if it's everywhere. Yes, it is, sir. That is definitely herpes. So, wonderful. We might not give it to him because he's a bit of a creep. However, he is content, he is lustful, but yeah, okay. However, he has racked up quite a kill list. He is also the guy who killed the Lord of Wales. This is superb. We're so pleased that he got killed. That was wonderful. This is the guy who was frantically trying to run off into the forest, and we managed just to slay him before he made it. So that'll teach you to run, sir. Yes, indeed. So absolutely wonderful. We'll do that. So that is currently, that's one title, and each title, I do believe, costs 250 gold. This will be another title here. Yes, another one. I don't believe we already have this title. Absolutely wonderful, sir. So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly grant this over to Osric. Of course we are. So we're going to send Osric a little letter. We're going to put our seal on it to say, sir, you are now a duke. He's obviously going to be extremely happy with this. That is absolutely wonderful. There you go. Grand Mayor. That sounds absolutely fabulous. I am a little bit puzzled why you are not a duke. However, we're not going to look too much into that. So whatever. As long as you're there, sir, that's all that counts. Wonderful. We do need Bedford here, of course. However, that is part of Mercia. Yes, that is part of Mercia, but maybe fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. So obviously Hewis as well. Oh, look at that. Hewis is already ready for us. Superb. So who do we give it to? Who deserves? Certainly not you, sir, because you're 9 years old. Definitely not you. And you're 12 years old. What on earth is going on in here? We need somebody quite strong and powerful. So we're also going to have a quick look into children as well, because that, of course, is important. Okay, are you married to the same woman, you guys? No, okay, that was a bit creepy, sorry. Okay, so we could give it to this guy. Once he dies, his son here, Eadwulf, will take over. Now, we do need to have a little think what Eadwulf is going to be like as a duke. And he seems quite a reasonable guy. I don't see there being too much problem. Let's just have a quick check. Let's have a check if there's anybody else. Of course, we have our Marshal here. Our Marshal seems like quite a pleasant guy. His son as well. Everybody seems very lustful. What is happening? He seems very pleasant indeed. What we're going to do is we're going to make this gentleman here, old Elfwine, he's done a great job for us so far. So we're going to make him a duke, yes. So let's go over here and we'll have a little look. You want to be the Duke of Hewis, sir? Of course you do. Yes, you do. There we go. Perfect. There we go. You are now Duke Elfwine, sir. You are more than welcome. Your wife doesn't look all that pleasant, but never mind. Each to their own, sir. Each to their own, of course, yes. So, with that being said, what do we need to do now? Well, since we are a mighty king now, we do need to go through our council real quick. So, of course, we're in Winchester. We've just handed out our letters, our seal, saying that yes, you can be duke and you can be duke and everybody's a duke now. Wonderful. So we go to our council. Of course, we have a little speak to Elfsiege here. Now, Elfsiege, of course, he loves us, which is perfect. So we say good morning. His beard is still majestic. That is absolutely wonderful. We also have our Chancellor here, of course, Osric. We have already made him a duke. He is extremely happy, as you can see. He absolutely loves us. Perfect. We also have our Duke here as well. He's also our Marshal, which is absolutely perfect. And he's not a bad Marshal as well. Everybody seems to be reasonably good. Excellent. So we do need a steward, of course. So we're going to have a little ask around and have a little think. Who can we make a steward? Now, who could we make a steward? Now, ideally, we would probably like our dear friend Berkrud as our steward. However, he's more of a spy master. So we'll make him spy master. What we'll do is we'll make our dear friend Enrith here. He can be our steward. Don't forget, he's going to be Duke Enrith at some point. What we're going to do is we're going to call Flan over and say, look, Flan, my dear, I know you've helped us with the learning of the language and everything like that, and my daughter loves you and we really appreciate it. However, you're fired, my dear. Fired? Yes, I'm afraid so. Berkrud, he obviously, I don't remember Flan ever helping us out in any wars. No, sir. Berkrud, he certainly has. So Berkrud gets the job. Wonderful. However, Berkrud, you do need to grow a beard, sir. Of course, don't forget, the #1 rule of England is thou shalt have a beard. Yes, of course it is. So that is absolutely wonderful. That is our council sorted, of course. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a little walk around our court. Of course we are. We're going to have a little walk around our court, guys. Excellent. So, welcome to the court of England. This is the royal court of the Kingdom of England. Doesn't it just fill you with all kinds of emotions? It's superb. We love it. Absolutely love it. So, a couple of things. What we're going to quickly do is just go through a few very quick things in regards to our court. What we're going to do is we, of course, going to go to our court artifacts. Now, what these are special things that we may find or we may get made. Perfect example, the banners that our beautiful Osric gave us when we became king. God, we do love you, Osric. Now, he has given us some lovely banners, of course, and here they are. Now, we lay them out in front of us and we have a little look. What have we got? Well, we've got the Wessex House banner. This looks beautiful. This will give us some prestige and renown. Of course, renown helps us build our dynasty. So that is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. This will also help with our certain vassals. Now, these guys here, these like constructing and upgrading holdings and things like that. So this is wonderful. We do know that we have 1 or 2 of them already. So yes, this is definitely something we want to be putting up on the wall. So if you wouldn't mind just giving me a hand and we can get that up. That looks so majestic. Of course it does. Now, we've also got another banner that we've just found hanging around. And we're going to put that up as well. That looks quite majestic as well. Now, Serdising, of course, is our actual dynasty. Don't forget, House of Wessex is a cadet branch. So this one also gives us some prestige and some renown, and also makes some people love us because we're Alfred. So yes, of course, indeed. Absolutely wonderful. So we've got those. Of course, we're going to get some more artifacts as time goes on, and don't you worry, guys. Everything. This court will look absolutely amazing. It already does, but it'll look even more majestic once we've finished. Don't you worry about that. So, a couple of other things. Court grandeur. Yes, of course. Now, we want our court to be the greatest court in the world. We're currently 26th in the world. Let's not talk about that. However, we have only just created our court. So, what have we got here? Well, of course, we've got what sort of fashion? What do we like people to wear in our court? At the moment, we don't really have much fashion, and yeah, you know, whatever. You wear whatever if you want, as long as you're actually wearing clothes, of course. Well, we don't want that. Really, what we want to be doing is we could get outmodded fashion. Now, our courtiers turn heads when they go to visit towns and cities. So people who are in our court, when they go around Poole and places like that, everybody will turn around and go, oh God, hey, you look handsome and majestic. Thank you. I am from King Alfred's court. Yes, that sounds perfect. We'll have one of those, please, sir. Enforce that demand immediately. You, sir, you definitely need some new clothes. We're not buying you them, though. Especially a new hat, because your hat looks stupid, sir. So, bland food. Alfred hates bland food, and I'm sure you guys all hate bland food as well. So, of course, we're going to get that boosted up as well. Of course we are, yes. So, what this does, prestige, of course, and it gives us some grandeur. I'll explain that in a moment. Now, food, that helps with stress loss for our guests. We don't want our guests to get stressed. And at the moment, we've got tiny little lodgings. Basically, sleep on the floor, outside in the dung pile, wherever you can find a space. Well, of course, we don't really want that. We want some small lodgings. We'll just put some beds and stuff where guests can stay longer. And yeah, they'll be more happy, which sounds absolutely perfect. And at the moment, we've got a few scraggly servants roaming around. Well, we would prefer a few more servants, as, yeah, it's a crucial aspect of our comfort. So, and Alfred does like to be comfortable. He looks very comfortable. He does look extremely comfortable. So that is absolutely wonderful. So we're currently at Court Grandeur 2. Now what this means is this is what people expect us to be at. Of course, we're the mighty England. People expect our court to look okay. You know, they don't want to come in and it just be some shed at the back of the yard kind of thing. So, of course, there we go. That is currently at 2. It is expecting to be at 2. We are actually at 3. So, that is absolutely wonderful. What this unlocks is it lets us have our marshal. He will gain the manage royal guards. So, that means he will be able to help manage the guards. People like our dear friend Elfwald here. My God, sir, you look very terrifying. And who's this handsome chap? That armour looks extremely handsome. Of course, it's Edric. Of course it is. So, that's absolutely wonderful. We're a warlike court. Of course, we're a bureaucratic culture. And we've got 2 options, administrative or warlike. We're going to go for warlike, as that is knight effectiveness, of course. And it also gives us a little bit more levies. Perfect. We'll go with that, please, sir. Anglic? Yes, of course. English? Yes. Apply. Wonderful. So we've passed that on to all the servants, and things are happening around the court now to get implementing what we've asked for. Absolutely wonderful. That is what we want. Perfect. Alfred, you are meant to be in court, sir. Can you please go back into court? We haven't finished showing the noble travellers around. Apologies there, Alfred is too excited. So, with that being said, let's hold court. Yes, in order to be a successful ruler, we must actually rule on various dilemmas and situations which arise within our sphere of influence. Yes, of course. So bring in our noble subjects and we shall try and help them with their plight. Of course. Sir, gesture the first person in. Now, as you can see, we have a couple of people that have just lined up. This is absolutely wonderful. Who have we got? The first person is a Reeve. So he's clearly been working himself up about something. He greets me. My king, the dogs of Guildford think they're better than us. Do they? Right, well, we don't actually know where you're from, sir. Let's have a little check of where you're from. You're from Southampton. Nobody's better than Southampton. Cracking their haunty little jokes. Oh, each market day. That is terrible. Okay. So, What options have we got to help our dear friend here? Well, we can say Guildford is nicer. That's a lie. We could say Southampton is definitely more preferable. That is the truth. However, we don't want to upset Guildford. So we can also say, well, you know what, we're king, and you will stop all your petty squabbles, sir. Otherwise, it's the dungeons with you. So, next on our little list of people to see, as soon as it is his turn to speak, some agitated man in front of me screams, "The end is nigh." Is it really? Oh, that's terrible. The signs are clear and everywhere. Are they? Everything seems to be going really well here, sir. Thank you. The people of Cornwall. Are you from Cornwall, sir? No, but you are crazy. Okay. Okay, well, we can clearly see. So the day of judgment is upon us. I'm sure it's going to be upon you soon, fellow sir. So there is only one way to be saved, renounce all vices. You mean give up everything? Repent now, right? Well, so we've got some options here, guys. We've got some options. We can either say, yes, okay, we will give up everything, no problem, no more wine for us. Or we can simply go, you know what? Let's burn the heretic. Yes, get the fire and let's burn him. Of course, he probably is Cornish. Right, a peasant steps forward, carrying a petition. My liege, I come to you as a representative of the Cornish. My God, who let these people in? Guards, where's Edric? The Cornish from the barony of... The peasants briefly pause his rehearsed speech. So he's obviously been working on this. Obviously he's Cornish and these guys need to rehearse things because I'm guessing it doesn't come natural, whatever. Okay. Our plea to see an important monument of our culture restored. Okay. We will hear you out, good sir. We will hear you out. So, okay. It's been ignored by the Thane. He is active. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Wonderful. So, in fact, all praise the Thane. He seems to be actually hindering their rebuilding of some Cornish culture monument. So, yes, we don't want that filth around our place, please. Thank you, sir. My liege, allow me to explain. So, Ethelwine interjects in a panic. You don't need to panic, sir. You have got our ear. This monument makes a mockery of our culture. Right, burn it. Where is the burn option? Refuse the request from the Cornish. Yes, we're going to refuse your request because we don't really like you, and really, I'm pretty sure you won't have a beard, and you want to get out of our sight, sir. Don't be coming here anymore with your petty quarrels, sir. Absolutely wonderful. All is good there. Business here is done. Alfred, you are so majestic. There's no wonder you are king. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Well, all's gone extremely well there. Of course it has. This seems really pleasant, of course. So, what have we got next on the list? Well, we need to have a little walk around Winchester and see who we've got, because of course we've got some courtier positions. We've also got some prisoners. We have some prisoners. We already know of these prisoners, okay? I hope you're doing okay, my dear. I hope the sandwiches are okay. Wonderful. Somebody spit in her sandwich. She is Welsh. Right, okay. We're going to have a little walk around. We're going to have a little walk around and see who we bump into. Of course, Alfred loves to walk around and bump into people. That's one of his favourite things, other than visiting the dungeon. So, who do we have? We have Beornwulf. Okay, so we're going to bump into Beornwulf here. He seems like a fairly pleasant guy. In fact, he really does seem like quite a nice guy indeed. So, he is a bit paranoid, which could be a cause of some concern, and he's a little bit selfish. However, he does seem to be a reasonable physician. We do already have a physician, but I am aware that Giovanna is starting to look a bit old now. Yes, of course, sir. However, you're not no spring chicken either, so let us have a look. Yes, okay, well, we will leave you for now, sir. We will leave you for now. We could make you a knight, actually. Let us have a quick look. Let's have a quick look to see. So we want Edric. No, we're not going to force you to be a knight, Edric. You can be a knight. In fact, Edric, my dear friend, I would rather you not be a knight at all, if that's okay. No problem, sir. You are the king. Yes, we are. Wonderful. Okay, our duke. Of course, we expect you guys to be king, and we can't. Oh, you are expensive, sir. He has expensive needs. Beornwulf, my dear friend, Why are you missing an eye, sir? where, Beyond North, where has your eye gone, my friend? You seem to have misplaced your eye. Yes, indeed. Wonderful. Other than that, everybody seems like they're doing pretty reasonably well. Okay, absolutely wonderful. We are just going to make sure, yes, that is perfect. Absolutely wonderful. So we're going to continue walking around. Unfortunately, my dear friend Beyond Wolf, we don't really have... Well, we can't afford you. We can't afford you, and I don't think we'd pay even if we could. So who else do we bump into? A beautiful little girl here. Now, this is Snarlinheld. This is Hild. Hild is obviously a beautiful girl. She is the daughter of our good friend Berkrud. I'm not 100% sure why she's in our court at the moment, but she is, and you're more than welcome, my dear. Help yourself. You're more than welcome. We've obviously got our beautiful queen. You are the Queen of England now, my dear. You're also our friend. Lovely. Who else do we have? We have Flan. Yes, we do like Flan. I don't think she's too happy because we did sack her from the position she was in. But never mind. Other than that, it doesn't look like we have any new faces. Okay, wonderful. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to have a little look through our court positions. Right, okay, so let's have a little look. Who have we got? Well, we've got Giovanna, of course. We've got the lovely Giovanna. You are nearly 70, darling. Oh my God, please don't die. We need you. We also, in fact, you know what, Giovanna? If it is possible, since we are here speaking to you now, would it be possible, in fact, we don't have the money. We don't, oh, Alfred. Alfred. We really need money, Alfred. However, we did just spend our money on creating England, which, of course, is money well spent. Please, Pope, give us some more money, please. We love you. So we've got our court tutor. Excellent. I'm sure you're doing extremely well. That does remind us, actually, that our beautiful boy here could probably do with a little bit more learning. So what we're going to do is we're going to have him study a language. Now, what we're going to try and do is, let's have a look. What languages have we got? We've got the Gaelic language. Let's have him study that, as that will hopefully help him with an alliance in Alba. Absolutely wonderful. All seems to be pleasant there. Hopefully our daughter's doing well. We'll have to check up on her at some point. Wonderful. So, we have some other court positions. Now, Winchester has got a beautiful lake, and we've got some swans. Now, swans are very important. We like to use the feathers for bows. Well, not the bows, the arrow. Not the actual bows. We like them for the arrows, plus the majestic. So, yes, of course. Now, of course, I can't think of anybody else but our beautiful queen. You will look after them, my dear. I'm sure you will. We do still need a caravan master. We're going to ask Beyond North here because he seems very, very pleasant. And we like Beyond North, even though he's only got one eye. So, Who else have we got? Well, we've got Master of the Horse. Now, we definitely need a Master of the Horse here. And we're going to pick our good friend Edric here. He's a very good person when it comes to horse. He is great with his own horse. We've seen him on the battlefield. He is outstanding. I'm sure you'll be able to manage the royal horse, no problem. We also need an architect. Now again, I can't think of anybody better but our beautiful wife. As we know, she really has been studying architectural expertise, so that works out really, really nice. Well done. We also need, yes, the bishop. Now, the High Almoner here is just somebody who goes around and makes sure that everybody's okay, feeds the poor and things like that. That certainly sounds like a job our bishop should be doing, so of course that goes to you, sir, no problem. What else do we have? Well, we have, yes, we could do with some bodyguards. What we might do is we are going to actually ask our two favourite knights to be our bodyguard. Of course, this will help out enormously. Wonderful, that is absolutely excellent. So what else have we got? Well, we have the artificer here. Now, of course, we're going to ask you, sir. Now, what this does is it lets people wander around our court, and if they get an inspiration, oh, you know what? I fancy making some armour. Is that okay, my lord? Of course it is, as long as it is absolutely brilliant, perfect armour, and it's for us. That sounds perfect. You may have the job, sir. Wonderful. Hopefully we'll have to see how things go with that. So, that's our court positions. That's all our council sorted. That's us handing out some of our domains there. Absolutely wonderful. We are within our domain limit. We should be able to raise quite a reasonably sized army. And we all, excuse me, and we also need our funds to grow a little bit. So, let's wait for our funds. Yes, let's wait for our funds, because Alfred loves his money bag. Of course, of course. Other things that we need to do as well, of course, is the dirty Vikings over here. We do need to kill these guys pretty much as quickly as possible. We are aware that they are currently at some form of war. It does in fact look like they've packed it in now. That is a damn shame. However, we have had notification that the war has seriously weakened old Ziggy over here. So that is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. But we don't have the funds for that yet, and we don't really have the military strength to go causing too much problems over there. So what we're going to do is we are going to excuse me, I apologise guys. What we're going to do is we're going to ask Elf Siege here if he wouldn't mind fabricating a claim, because the last thing we want to be doing is creating a holy war against the Vikings, because they'll all jump in, and we don't really want that, do we? No, of course not. So with that being said, and all that being done, we've managed to sort out pretty much all of our beautiful England. Our kingdom, of course, is beautiful. We've managed to sort all of that out. We've gone through a few things, and it is coming close to Alfred's bedtime. Of course it is, of course it is. So we do have a couple of things. Of course, we have some very important things for next time, of course. Next time, we're going to be having our war with, of course, Big Ziggy here. Hopefully we can get Lindsay, give it back to Berkrad. We're also going to be able to create our kingdom over here, our petty kingdom, and make our good friend Enrith a Duke. That will obviously help out a load when it comes to making sure that our kingdom is all set up. Of course it will. Wonderful. And yeah, that is going to be pretty much it, guys. This battle is going to be quite a tasty one, because of course he's got some alliances, of course he's got a few alliances, and he's going to have quite a powerful army. And then obviously we're going to sweep round and take all of that, because of course all of this is actually a part of course, England. So we're going to take all of this because it belongs to us, and we are king and we are mighty, sir. Yes. So until then, I'm going to leave you guys to have a little walk around, and you go and see the swans, the beautiful swans, and just have a nice time. And we'll catch you in the morning, guys. Good night. See you later.